Hey everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today's September 21st, 2024. This is video 126. Welcome back everybody. Hello to my new subscribers. This channel's always about cross stitching. I do like to talk about crochet. I love talking about punch needle, all kinds of fun things that have to do with yarn and fabric and thread. I have a blast. I love talking about it and love showing it. So today's video is primarily about cross stitch. The last video I did show a little bit of crochet, and I want to thank you all about the last video that I did, which was more of a tribute at the end of my video. It was a tribute to my friend, my very dear friend Daylene, who passed away just a few weeks ago, and it was heartbreaking. But I did want to show you guys some of the beautiful things that she had stitched, some of the quilts that she had made, and I want to thank you for all the positive messages, all the great things that you've said. And she was just such a lovely person, just a wonderful person, positive. And if you want to see some good eye candy, some good things, some beautiful things that she stitched and made, check out the last video, number 125. I do show the things I worked on last week. Last video. That's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you some cross stitch. We're going to talk about a few things, and I am going to talk to you about a stitch along that me and my friend Michelle have put together. You're more than welcome to join, but we'll talk about all that in just a few minutes. So what's been going on here, just briefly, we've been dealing here in Southern California with some hellacious fires. This is fire season, and nothing different from last year, just fires everywhere. I still am surrounded by 3 fires. And the ash has been so heavy that CAL FIRE has told us, do not go outside, don't go walking, keep your exercise, limited to indoors and not outdoors. It's been horrible. I'll show you a few pictures. I think I still have some on my phone. You can see the sky. This is what it looked like. This was a view from my house. One of them is a little blurry, but you get the idea. You can see how bad it's been all around me in all directions. Every direction you look at, the 3 fires have just been out of control. So we did not have to evacuate. I have friends that have had to evacuate. It's been awful. It's just been this is a very depressing time of year. So what did I do? I decorated for fall. I wanted to come into my house and be happy. My downstairs is full of fall and color, and I just love it. It makes me happy when I come home. And I just had to do something, because when you go outside, and as you just saw in those pictures, it's depressing. It's awful. So the fires have been going on. I've had no time to do videos, but I wanted to squeeze out a video real quick and before I leave for North Carolina. I am getting ready to leave October 1st. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I have 2 cross-stitching retreats to go to, and I just can't wait to tell you guys all about it when I get back and show you pictures of all the things people are stitching, pictures of barefoot needle art, some of the models that they have down in South Carolina. And I'm also going to a second retreat, the Queen City retreat in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if I didn't already say, this video is about cross stitching, punch needle, crochet, all kinds of fun stuff. So let's get started and talk about that. What have I been working on? What are some things that are going on in the cross stitching world? So as I mentioned, I am leaving for 2 cross stitch retreats. And I cannot wait. When I get to North Carolina, I'm going to be able to spend 3.5 weeks with my friend Michelle. As you know, she's my good friend. She has a YouTube channel as well, Made by Michelle McGraw. We are also doing a stitch along, which I'll tell you about in just a few minutes. I also can't wait to see my friend Beth. Beth also has a channel, Red Cross Stitcher. Now, I knew Beth before she did her video. I was so fortunate to meet her in North Carolina, became friends, went to a stitching group. If you are in the Concord, Charlotte, Locust area, Beth has a group that gets together twice a week, I believe. They used to get together at a library, and now I believe it's a church. So if you're in that area, check out the Red Cross Stitcher on YouTube. Beth can tell you all about it. And if you have questions, I can always get you some information too. But if you're in that area, there is a stitch group. And Michelle is also a part of that group. Denise, another friend of mine in Charlotte. I have not met Denise in person. She will be at the Queen City retreat. She is also a YouTuber, and she is the Black Ribbon Stitch Studio on YouTube. And yeah, Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. I always forget the stitch part. So check out Denise. I am actually going to get to have lunch with Denise. I'm super excited. We will be together at the Queen City retreat as well. So lots of fun things coming up. I will be gone 3.5 weeks, so you will not see a video from me unless I can convince Michelle to do one with me. Wouldn't that be fun? What a blast. We'll see. But we're going to be busy. We're going to try and get to a couple cross stitch shops. One of them's in Asheville. I believe that is Annabella's. Oh, is it Annabella's? Yes, Annabella's is in Asheville. We're also going to go see Sassy Jack's, which is the owner's name is Kimberly. We're going to go see her. Elaine owns Annabella's. We're also going to try and drive to Sassy Jack's. And then there's another one in Columbus, South Carolina. I think it's called Stitch and Kitten. We're going to try and hit those. I'm going to take photos. I will include those in the video when I get home. If I don't get a chance to do a video while I'm gone, and otherwise I'll come back to you in about 4 weeks and show you what happened. Tell you all about it. It's going to be a blast. Lots and lots of cross stitch goodies I'll show you. So anyway, thank you again for all the comments. I'm having to work off my computer today because Max is sleeping in the room next to me and he's on his own. He hates when I print. When I print anything on that computer, on the printer outside, he hates it. So I want to keep him sleeping and quiet so I can do this video. So I'm having to work off of my computer. Okay, let's talk about this stitch along I just mentioned. Noah's Ark. Have you seen lots and lots of projects of cross stitch that you've wanted to stitch that has Noah's Ark? Join us. So we are doing a stitch along. There is no start time. There's no finish time. You don't have to keep up with us. You don't have to keep up with anybody but your own time. When you want to work on the project, the Noah's Ark project, join us for a Noah's Ark stitch along that I'm doing with Michelle. And again, her channel is made by Michelle McGraw. Now she's going to show you her projects, what she picked. I'm not going to mention what she picked. I picked one. Now here's what I picked for Noah's Ark stitch. Noah's Ark Sal is our hashtag. No apostrophe. It's just Noah's with an S, Ark with a K, SAL on Instagram and Facebook. If you're not part of my stitching Facebook group, please join. Right now it's closed. You have to send me an email to get in because I'm trying to avoid spammers. A lot of Facebook groups have been hit with spammers. I've been really lucky, and I think it's because of the system that I have right now. Like I say, you can send me a Facebook request, but please send me an email as well and just say, hey, I'm a real person. Can I join your group? Absolutely. I'm going to show you my email address here. So if you join Stitching 911, that's the name of my Facebook group, feel free to join. There are 2 questions it asks you, and it asks you like, what's your favorite designer? You don't have to come up with a lot. Just come up with Prairie Schooler or Blackbird or whatever designers you like stitching, whatever types of charts you like to stitch, just let me know and I'll get your email and let you in. So Stitching 911 on Facebook. I just showed a picture of it a few minutes ago. So the Noah's Ark stitch along, let's talk about that. So what did I decide on? This was hard because I have several charts that I really, really like. And I ended up posting on my Instagram a couple of possibilities. The very first one I'm going to have to show you a picture of. This is by Cooler Designs called 2x2. And this was was my #1 pick. But Michelle showed me another chart. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I'm a full coverage girl. I love full coverage. She showed me another chart by Artisy. It is called Noah's Ark Landscape. Check this beauty out. That is my you know what? As much as I want to do the cooler, now I'm wondering if I want to change the full coverage. It's gorgeous. They're both gorgeous. They're both beautiful. And so those are my top 2 contenders. This was #3. #3 was Christmas Ark by Prairie Schooler. And that is beautiful. Let me take it out of the plastic. Okay, this was #3 that I chose from. That is beautiful. This is by Prairie Schooler. It's called Christmas Ark, and I love that it has Santa on it. I just love it. And then there's all the animals, 2x2. There's 2 elephants, 2 birds, and 2 camels, 2 of everything. Christmas Ark. You could also do the animals individual. I think that's a great idea. So this was my 3rd possibility for the stitch along. I don't know. Do you guys have a vote? I don't know. First, I chose cooler, and I got all the threads for the cooler design. Then I saw the artisty one, and then I looked more at this, and I just really like this. I think that is so pretty. Let me show you some other possibilities. So Michelle made a post on her Instagram with some other possibilities to give people ideas, help me pick one is what she said. So let me show you a couple of other ones. I will show you 2 bothy threads that she picked. And again, I'm not going to tell you which one she chose. The 2 bothy threads I'll show here, one of them is called Heirloom Noah's Ark. And these are so fun. Now, one of them is more cartoony, and that's another option. There's so many great charts out there to pick from. You don't have to have something samplerish. You don't have to have something huge. You don't have to have full coverage. You can have whatever size. And these are just some options to look at. Just some fun things to look at. So those last 2 I just showed were bothy threads. Here's another one, Noah's Ark by Shakespeare's Peddler. This is more sampler-like. If you're into samplers, this is another beautiful one by Shakespeare's Peddler, and it's called Noah's Ark. Okay, here's a couple other ideas. This is another popular one. My friend Bettina is joining in. She lives in Germany, and she said, yes, I want to do this. This is called The Flood by Plum Street. Is it Plum Street? Plum Street Samplers. And so I thought there was something sticking on the, it's a picture of it. So this is The Flood by Plum Street Samplers, and look at that. Look at how beautiful that option is. That's just gorgeous. These are still available. I don't know about the Shakespeare's Peddler one. That I don't know what's available and what's not, but I just want to show some possibilities. So this is The Flood from Plum Street Samplers. Okay, what if you just don't want to do a big one? What if you just want to do something small? How about some Prairie Schoolers? Prairie Schooler 2x2. Now these are the animals. Here's the ark, that's included. I'm pretty sure that's included. Yep, the ark chart is included. And how about just something small? Here's some animals. You don't have to do them, 2x2. There's some elephants that are divided into little mini pillows for an ark tree. Wouldn't that be fun to do a tree like this decorated with Noah's Ark? That would be fun. So this is a good one. This is called 2x2 by Prairie Schooler. It is book 71, and you can see the little animals. This is just, are these the zebras up here? Yeah, these are zebras. So let me show you slowly. That way I don't keep flipping it back and forth. You can do a single animal. You can do the ark on its own. I think this is a fantastic idea. I love this. That if you just don't want to do a big full project. If say you have a big, maybe you don't like doing multiple cross stitches at the same time. You're doing a big one and you think, you know what, I really want to join. How about just something small? So that's 2x2. And then Prairie Schooler has a part 2, 2x2 part 2. So there's what it looks like. Here's the animals. And these are more paired up animals, it looks like, which is just fun. It's just fun. And this is called 2x2 2. So there's your options for a smaller type of Prairie Schooler, 2x2. I just love this, but most of all, I love the arc on the first one. Very fun, very, very fun. So those are just some ideas of what you could do to join the Stitch Along. Use the hashtag Noah's Ark SAL, and there is no apostrophe, just Noah's Ark SAL on Instagram, so we can see your progress, and on Facebook. If you are a part of my Facebook Stitching 911 group, please join. And like I said, you don't have to keep up. It's just, there's no start time or finish time. You stitch on it and you show us your progress when you feel like it. It's just a very fun thing to do. Just something fun. Okay, let's talk about 2 stitch alongs that I'm kind of addicted to, but I have not joined. I have had so much fun watching people's progress on social media and on YouTube videos. Monster House by Satsuma Street. Now, what's fun is that everybody's chosen different fabric for the Monster House. I believe this came out in different sections, like 5 or 6 different sections. And I don't know how much of the chart is out now, because like I said, I have not joined, but I'm sure tempted because I think Monster House looks really fun. I did try and include some pictures, and the next one that I wanted to tell you about is Tiny Modernist, the cuckoo clock. This is also like a spooky type of theme. Cuckoo clock, it just looks like so much fun. So I wanted to tell you about these 2 stitch alongs. I don't know a lot about them. I just know that one of them came out in sections, which I think is Monster House. And I just haven't had the time to research it, but I wanted to show those too because they just look like so much fun. Okay, let's talk about last video's giveaway. We had a phenomenal giveaway. Any chart from the Etsy shop, HeartsongStitchery. Tish was kind enough to offer for one of you guys to pick any chart in her shop. And the winner is Stitches, Costa Rica. Congratulations, contact me. I showed my email earlier in the video. Send me an email, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna forward it to Tish. Tish will be in contact with you. You can go to her Etsy shop, HeartsongStitchery, and you can pick any chart that you'd like. So congratulations, Stitches, Costa Rica. That was so fun and very kind of her to offer. Okay, let's talk about some finishes. Let's talk about some new starts. Let's talk about things I've been working on. Finishes. Now this technically is not a finish. However, I put a lot of progress and I got another block finished. I have been working on Hawk Run Hollows a year at Hawk Run Hollow. Now, as you guys know, it's a monthly thing, January, February, March, and so on. Every block is a month. I am now over 50%. Again, a year at Hawk Run Hollow, Carriage House samplings. This is so much fun. And I finished the July block. So this is what, I finished the June block here. And I started July. So you can see it's a water scene, which I'm super excited. I love the fireworks. I love everything about this one coming up. And I love the Bride and Groom, the one that I just finished. So let's take a look. I'm working on 20 count vintage country mocha with DMC and classic color work threads. And this is my finish. On the far right is June. And so far I've got January, February, March, April, May, and June. June is done, and here comes July. July is so much fun. So I've got the little American flag going, I've got the word July done, and I've started the block. I've started the outline. Let me show it up close so you can see each block. There's January. That was fun. Every block has something really big in it. Look at February, that giant heart. That took me forever. Then March is my favorite. That's my birthday month. I love the lion and I love the breath coming out of the lion. And then April, come on, look at those umbrellas. Are those not the cutest things? The flying umbrellas. And then May has the flowers, those gorgeous sunflowers and the bees. And then June, that's the one I just got done finishing. So you can see that's a pretty large dress on that bride. That took me forever. And then here's July. It's just a little flag and the little word July. So this is truly one of my favorites. And I'm just gonna keep working on July. I'm actually gonna take this with me. This is one of the projects coming with me on the trip. And we'll go from there and keep on working on July. A Year at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Okay, next I have a new start. Remember last video when I showed the new book, Cross Stitch in the Forest by Pigeon Coop Designs? I chose a chart. I've got the hiccups. Great. I chose a chart and I chose Winter Walk. And that is so pretty. Now, it says to stitch with 775, which is a very light blue. I do like that. I like that very much. And then there's snowflakes. It's very hard to see there's snowflakes back in here. Just a few stitches of snowflake. I chose something a little bit different for Winter Walk. And I chose 32 count, Petit Point, gray and white. And I'm using DMC thread. So instead of the stitching all the little snowflakes, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like this. This is going to be my snow. And then I'm going to switch it to white. So you can see that's just my little printout. It's not as pretty as the book, but there's my start. not much progress. I just started it. I actually restarted it last night. So you can see how light and gray and pretty that's going to be. And now I won't have to stitch the snowflakes up here, but I will have to do white snow at the bottom, and that's okay. I'll just sub out 775 DMC for white, and that's what it's going to look like. Now, I did originally start it on the wrong fabric. I chose tan. I don't know why. It's actually called raw. It's called like raw and white, and I think the gray is going to look so much better. I don't know. I'm having arm problems, so I don't know if I can hold all these up. Let's see. There we go. So you can see the gray is going to be a lot more snowy. It looks better than the tan. I think it looks a lot better than the tan. So I will have more progress. This is also coming with me on my trip. So stay tuned. It's been a lot of fun so far. Okay, next is a favorite. It is one that a lot of you guys have loved seeing me work on. It is Bella Filipina's The Poison Apple. She is gorgeous. And I did put a few stitches into her. She's just a beauty. Bella Filipina, Snow White, basically, The Poison Apple. And here's my progress on her. So I am starting into the dress. Isn't she just beautiful? Now, you can't see it that well. Let's see if I can show it. Hold on. Let's see if I can pick up a little of the sparkle. There's sparkle in the apple, and there's some sparkle in her dress right around in here. It's kind of hard to see with this bad lighting. It's very gloomy today, so I don't know. I'll try moving the board a little bit, see if you can see the sparkle. But there is sparkle in her dress and the apple. And I'm getting ready to move down into her dress some more. So this is my progress. This is 32 count honey. There we go. That's better. 32 count honey by Be Stitch Me is the fabric, and I'm using DMC thread. So she's just really pretty. I really enjoy her, and I'll keep working on her. She needs another arm and the rest of her dress. I am glad that I got her face done. Now the bare spots that you see in her hair right here, these are beads. I have not put any beads on yet. I've only just done a little bit of the sparkle in the apple and sparkle thread, but no beads yet. So all the little holes you see is beads. Boy, I got a lot of shadow today. Just a lot of fun. Very, very beautiful. Okay, the next one that I worked on is called Midnight at the Pumpkin Patch. Now this is not pretty. That's not a pretty picture because it's a printed picture. Let me show you the actual picture. This is called Midnight at the Pumpkin Patch by Uncanny Carrie. And this is my progress. These colors are so pretty. They just pop on the black. I think it's gorgeous. So I'm about 60 or 70% done. The next time you see this, it's going to be done. But I did finish the gates on this side. I finished some down in here. And I didn't put a lot of progress into it, but I did get that gate finished. So the colors on this are just gorgeous. Uncanny Carrie. It's called Midnight at the Pumpkin Patch. So pretty. 32 count, Lugana, black, and DMC thread. Okay, my next project that I've been working on, I'm going to have to show you a picture here. You can find this in the Summer Edition 2024 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I've had a lot of people ask me this. They wrote to me after my video. I always mention in my videos where you can find your charts. So God Shed His Grace is gorgeous. I'm doing it on 46 count dirt track. Look at how fabulous this fabric is. It's so pretty. And this is my progress. I'm finally getting into the grass. That grass is crazy big. And so is the flag. The flag is huge. So I have gotten into the grass and I'm still continuing on the flag. The flag will come all the way out to here. It's huge. So that's my progress on God Shed His Grace. And again, it's in that magazine. Just go look for the magazine and it's in there. Just very fun. I love this fabric. I think the fabric it's by Fox and Rabbit and it's called Dirt Track. So much fun. Oh, there goes a little fluffy thing. And anyway, I plan on getting more of this fabric. I think it's just beautiful. It's really going to look good all together on this chart, with the chart. Okay, the next one I've been working on is over 50% done. It's like 60, I think, done. I'm so excited. It is Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Autumn Lane Stitchery is the guest for the Queen City retreat, so I'm going to get to meet them. That's really fun. So this is Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Perfect timing. If I can get this done by Halloween, that's my goal. Get this done by Halloween. We'll see, because I'm going to be really busy in October. But here's my progress. Isn't that fabulous? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I love it. The fabric is by Color and Cotton. It's called Pumpkin Pickin', and it's 32 count. And it's just, I love it. It's DMC thread. And I got really good coverage. A lot of times I'll switch the black to anchor thread, 403 anchor. But I did use DMC, and you can see the coverage is actually really well. I'm pretty impressed by the coverage on this. So 32 count fabric, and this is Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Getting closer, but that fabric is so pretty. I just love it. And I did reach the end. So now I'm just working my way up, and that's it. Okay, last but not least, I'm working on a favorite of mine. I'll show you a picture. It is called Quaker's Pride by Historische Stickmuster, and I love it. It's only got a couple colors, but here's my progress. And I'm gonna have a hard time because I'm having trouble with my arm. This is my progress. It's so big, I cannot even hardly get it in the screen. There we go. And it's shadowed on the left side, so I will show you up close. There is white stitching that's kind of hard to see. There we go. It's coming out now. So I'm going to have to show you this in pieces because it is so big. There's the white. It's not showing up. It shows up in person much, much better. But this fabric is gorgeous. Look at how beautiful this fabric is. 32 count hazy gray by Fabric Flare. And I'm using DMC thread. So let me show you this in pieces. It's so much fun. And you can see the white. Let me see if I can move this light just a little bit more. Let's see if it shows a little better. There we go. That's a little better. So black, red, gray, and white. That's it. And I'm going to move this along so you can see the rest of the progress. It's really hard for me to show you guys. I don't even know if it's in the camera. There we go. And it's so big. How the heck am I going to get this framed? There we go. I got it all in the picture now. So this is Quaker's Pride by Historische Stickmuster, and it's just been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it, and it's just such a pretty, pretty piece. You can see the white much better now. You can see it in person better, but unfortunately I've got a shadow right now, so it's just going to kind of shadow it. But that one, oh, that's a good one with the white there. There we go. Anyway, this monster has been so fun to work with. I've gotten some progress on this Quaker down here. That's a lot of stitching, and you don't realize it until you really work on it, how much stitching it really is. It's so much fun. And I'll show the end, the edge a little bit more here. It's great. It's a blast to work on. And unfortunately, like I said, I've got shadows, so you can't see it that well. Okay, let's talk about a few things that I did purchase. Now, this is in the last few months. I needed a new stand. I use my iPad to stitch. I put my charts into a program called Markup RXP. I also use Pattern Keeper. I also use GoodNotes. Now, I do have a tutorial. I don't remember what number it was, but I did do a tutorial on how to use GoodNotes. How do you put your chart into it or take a picture of it and work off of a iPad, so that way you can enlarge your picture bigger and see the symbols a little easier. Sometimes on some charts it's hard for me to see the symbols. So I work off of an iPad, and I sit on my couch, and I have my iPad next to me, but I needed a stand. Now, this is the second stand that I have gotten from Rich and Roxanne Henderson. They are RNR Woodworks in Kentucky. Let me show you the card here. If you Google RNR Woodworks, Woodworks. You can, in Kentucky, you'll find it. But anyway, I am so impressed with not just the customer service. I am so impressed with the actual woodwork of the stand. So this is my stand. Now ignore my my Yankees needle minder. You guys know I'm a huge Yankees fan. I have a needle minder here, but let me take that off for a minute so you can see. So I ordered a stand, and this is what my iPad sits on. If you look at it sideways, you'll see it's got a little niche here. He'll ask you if you want these pegs for your iPad, so that way your iPad doesn't slide off. And this is what I use. This is a magnet. As you can see, I have a needle minder stuck to it. And that's what I use. This is what I use is to hold my iPad. Some people have asked me that. Now, normally it comes like this, flat. I asked Rich, is there any way that you can add a piece of wood at the bottom? So that way the stand, when it's sitting on my couch and the iPad is sitting up like this, is there any way it can tilt back just a little bit? Because when the iPad's here and it's sitting flush on, it's sitting straight on my couch, there's a glare and I need it to tilt back just a little bit. So I asked Rich, is there any way you could attach something at the bottom so that way the stand tilts back just a little bit with my iPad on it and I don't get a glare. So the iPad sits like this. I am so impressed. He did it. He goes, absolutely, let's give it a try. I haven't done it, but I'll do it. And there it is. He added it to the bottom. It's a little bit of a stand, so that way it sits like this. Even on a table, when I set it down on the table, I wanted it back, tilted back just a little bit. So that way, when I put a chart on it, like for instance, or when I put my iPad on it, or a chart, this could be a chart holder as well, you put it into the little groove right here and it sits back just like this. But I wanted it back just a little more, and that's why he added this for me. So if you contact him and tell him, he'll make it the way you want. He's the kindest man, and it's beautiful. It's just beautiful, beautiful wood. Gorgeous, gorgeous wood finish. And you can choose your color, you can choose your wood, you can choose your finish. So I can't say enough good things about his company. And again, it's called RNR Woodworks, and they're located in Kentucky. I'll put his information down below, but that's what I use for my iPad. Okay, let's talk about a few other things that I have kitted up. I did finally kit up this one. Remember, Snow Globe was by ravencoven.com, and on Etsy, it's Raven Stitch Craft on Etsy. They're also on Instagram. I kitted that up. I got all the threads for it. That's another one that I really want to start. It's called Snow Globe. So I kitted that up. I had gotten the pattern a few weeks ago. Okay, let me show a couple of the things that I purchased. Also a couple of gifts. This was from a friend of mine, Flying Lesson by Silver Creek Samplers. That is so fun. The next one is a kit that my friend got me. Spring Quaker by Primrose Cottage, and she bought me the finishing kit to go with it. Not even just the floss, but the finishing kit. How nice was that? That is so fun. I can't wait to get started on this one. Okay, next I bought, I think I told you guys on Monday nights, I've missed the last two. Sandra's Stitch Stash on Facebook is a Facebook group that I'm a part of where they do a live cross stitch sale on Monday nights. Let me show you a couple of things that I've picked up from them, and then I'll show you a couple other things that I bought after that. So Anastasia, I want to say she was $1 from Sandra's Stitch Stash. She is gorgeous. Who is this by? CrossStitchingArt.com, Anastasia. I got her for like $1 or $2 from Sandra's Stitch Stash. It's the chart. I got this from them. It's called Breaker's Gate. I thought that was so pretty. It would be pretty just small, really, really small, like 56 count. This is by Distinctive Designs, the Breaker's Gate. Then I got Sunflower Samplings by, it says Home Sweet Home. That's a sweet little one. I got this for either 50 cents or $1. This is another one I got for $1. It's Dimensions Homespun Holiday. Again, I got all of these from Sandra's Stitch Stash, the live Monday night sale. Look at all those Santas. How fun. I really like him. I like, oh, look at him. They made him into a stand-up just from this picture here. So see, that's an example I've talked about in previous videos. You don't have to do this whole thing. You can just do Santa, stitch Santa and make him into a stand-up. I really like that. That's Dimensions, called Homespun Holidays. I got that for like $1. Here's another one I got for $1, Mill Hill Alphabet Treasures. That's really pretty. I'd like to just do the S, like a little pillow with the, where is it? Oh, here it is. The S for Stacy, or A for my last name. So I got this for $1. This one was a regular price, brand new chart from Sandra's Stitch Stash. It's by Le Petit Croix, Hot Buttered Rum. Isn't that awesome? Oh my God, that's so awesome. I love it. But they sent it to me. I paid for that also. They sent it in the package. Awesome. Here's one that I got from 123 Stitch called Christmas Samplers 2. And I love the angels. I think they are so pretty. Did you guys hear my stomach? I guess I'm hungry. I would like to do Santa with just the Santa here. Instead of doing all the flowers around it, I'd like to just do the Santa on the chimney, or by the chimney. That is so pretty. See, and this is another example where you can do it all as one, like they show, or you can do just the Santa in the middle, or you can do the Santa with the flowers and make it into a small. You can always take apart cross stitch. You can always do cross stitch the way you want to. Okay, here's a few more charts that I bought. The blue flower, I love to be with you by the sea, the otters. They are so cute. I think I want to just do the otters. Oops, I'm showing a chart. The otters are so pretty. So Summer Valentine by the blue flower. Here's one that I also got from, oh, you know what? I got that one from Sandra's Stitch Stash. Silver Creek Samplers Rainbow Crossing. That is gorgeous. I love this so much. My pet sitter just recently lost her 6-year-old chocolate lab. The time has come, I can't deny, to let your gentle spirit fly. We'll meet again. It's not the end. Wait by the bridge for me, old friend. Gosh, if you don't get teary-eyed, I mean, that's so beautiful. So I got that one. I got some Mill Hill kits. I need to finish my Mill Hill kit. So this, I think I told you my husband is going to Australia in January. He's going on a golf trip. He asked me if I wanted to go, and I'll be honest, I didn't want to go. It's a golf trip. It's with the guys. But I love that he asked. This is called Koala Santa, and it's by the Down Under Santas by Mill Hill. Isn't he cute? That is adorable. I'm going to stitch that for sure. We have a travel Christmas tree. We have a Christmas tree where we've collected ornaments everywhere. We've been all over the world. Dubai, Austria, Malaysia. We've been all over the world, and we have Christmas decorations from all of it. Now, some of them may not be Christmas, but they might be just a decoration or an ornament that says where we were, that might say Penang, Malaysia. And it's got a little scene, and we hang it on our Christmas tree. So it's covered in travel. This is what I'd like to get done maybe for next year, for next year's tree. The next one I got is called National Park Santas by Mill Hill, Yosemite Santa. Isn't he fun? Yosemite's a beautiful place. The next one I got is another National Park Santa called Grand Canyon Santa. You can see the Grand Canyon in the background. Those are the colors. Absolutely. Here's another Santa called Rocky Mountain Santa. This has very special meaning to me and my husband. Pikes Peak Santa. Pikes Peak is very, very special to us. This is where, when his daughter passed away, Elizabeth was my very good friend. Not just my stepdaughter. She was my best friend, one of my best friends. She was my bridesmaid in my wedding. I have a video actually of, it's called a video for Elizabeth. And it talks about when she passed away, and it talks about you know, different charts that I wanted to stitch for her. One of them is also a Silver Creek sampler one that I want to stitch. And it's got a little girl or a man by a cemetery. It's a beautiful piece. Anyway, Elizabeth's ashes were scattered at Pikes Peak. So this one means a lot to me. This one is special. Pikes Peak Santa by Mill Hill. That one's going to get done very soon. The next one I got, another Mill Hill, is The Cobbler. I'm trying to collect the village. There's a bunch of villages. I just saw the post office was available. I need to get that. So this one's called The Cobbler. Then another one we have is called St. Nicholas Cathedral. It's this Christmas village by Mill Hill. If I didn't already say, Mill Hill kits are complete full kits. They come with buttons, they come with beads, they come with thread and perforated paper. Now you could also do this on fabric. Absolutely, you can do them on fabric. So that's St. Nicholas Cathedral. That's beautiful. Two more I got. Another Australian one for Rick, Kangaroo Santa. I love this one. So cute. Kangaroo Santa by Mill Hill. And last but not least, we have Canyon Santa. He is in the Southwest series. That's beautiful. Okay, let's talk about a full coverage that I'm going to start with my friend Jean. Now, that's why I hesitated doing the Noah's Ark full coverage, because I'm starting another full coverage. And this is gorgeous. Now, this is off my printer. It's not as pretty. Actually, you know what? I'll show you my printer version. This is called Christmas Village, and it's by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's gorgeous, but let me show you their picture of it, so that way it shows up prettier in more colors. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I have another full coverage that I've had my eye on. I'm going to show you a picture here. This was gifted to me by a wonderful, wonderful viewer that watches my YouTube videos. Michaela, if you're watching, Michaela, I am going to stitch this. I love the German Shepherd. She knows I have German Shepherds, and she sent it to me. So this is another one on my radar that I will be starting soon. So I hope she's watching to see. Okay, let me show a couple other things that I bought. This also came from Sandra's Stitch Stash. Stony Creek, the Bethlehem silhouette. That is beautiful. I would love to have that on my wall. I would keep that up all year. It's gorgeous. Okay, next we have Yuletide Delivery by Plum Street Samplers. That's really pretty. You can't see the white deer. I would make it a little bit darker fabric so he really pops out. He's hard to see. Let me show you the box that I just got from Stitch Me. Now, it does take several months to get your box. She will fully kit items for you, and along with fabric. So I chose, here's what I kitted up. The glass slipper. Stitch Me is on Facebook and Etsy. Is she on Etsy or a website? I can't remember, but Stitch Me she makes the most gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. I just showed some Stitch Me a few minutes ago, but she will kit up things for you. She will get the beads, she'll get the DMC thread, and she'll give you the chart. So I kitted up the glass slipper, and she is just gorgeous. She's sealed, so I can't really take her out right now. But she's Cinderella, the glass slipper by Bella Filipina. So I went ahead and I kitted it up, and I had Stitch Me get all the threads, all the beads, and she sent me the box a couple of days ago. Here's the fabric that I chose. I chose the same fabric that it's kitted with, that it was model stitched with. And I'm going to use, you can't see it that well with this glare. It's hard to see. There it is. It's a little bit of green and a little bit of purple. You know what? I'm just going to take it out. So the fabric that I got for the glass slipper, I used this is so hard to see. I used that, here, that's a good picture. I wanted the same fabric, and it's by Fiberlicious. It's called Garden of Dreams, and it's so pretty. Look at that. So that's what she's going to be stitched on. Gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. That was the model. That's what he used. Garden of Dreams by Fiberlicious. That is gorgeous. Look at that purple. And then they also send you a little tea bag with the order. I think that is so fun. Okay, going back to the box of the glass slipper, Brandy from Stitch Me, I ordered all the threads that go with this and the beads and the sparkly threads, the treasure braid. So she sent me the DMC to go with this chart. She also sent me silks that she dyed. Stitch Me does hand-dyed silks, hand-dyed threads, beautiful colors. And she sent me the beads, and there's the shimmery treasure braid right here. So here's all the beads for Cinderella. I'm going to just call her Cinderella. So it's such a great kit. I don't have to go shopping and finding all those beads and stuff. Stitch Me does, her name's Brandy. She does a really, really good job putting it all together for you and sending it to you. It's a little bit of a wait, but it's worth it. Okay, a couple other things that I got from Stitch Me also. Muddy Puddles, 32 count. Let me take it out. Okay, this is Muddy Puddles. It's really pretty. Look at how beautiful that is. So pretty. Okay, Muddy Puddles. My friend Michelle had asked me to take a picture. I forgot to show her what this looks like, but I want to show her the whole piece so she can see. But that's beautiful. This is 32 count Lugana. Really, really pretty fabric. Okay, and a couple things from 123 Stitch, and that'll be it. Let me show you a couple charts that I got. This one is called By the Bay Needle Art. It's called New England Winter. Gosh, that's pretty. That is really a gorgeous scene. I would do it on a dark gray, so that way it really pops that white. So pretty. I also got the Jackrabbit, which is one of the animal series in Cottage Garden samplings. That's so cute. I also got Shannon Christine Designs Warm My Heart Winter. He's cute. I like him. And a Prairie Schooler, the month of January. I'm trying to collect all the months. And this is book number 177. And I love the snow scene. I love the kids playing in the snow and going sledding and stuff. See, there's an example of taking a small part of a chart and making it into something small. Look at that little small pillow. Very, very cute. So see, you can get charts like this and you don't have to stitch the whole thing. You can stitch something very small and make a little, something for a dough bowl. Like I have here, I have a dough bowl here with little smalls in it, little strawberries. Or you can do an ornament. Even though you're looking at this giant piece, you can still take something small and make it into something like an ornament. So cute. So that's January. And then I bought a kit. Just what I need is a kit, right? This is gorgeous. Luca S. kit called Little House in the Forest. I have had my eye on this one for so long. I think it's beautiful. And these kits are phenomenal. So not only did they send me the hoop, I guess they think I'm going to finish it in the hoop. I can use it as a stitch hoop, I'm sure. But look at how gorgeous they package. Everything is very, very organized. It's a beautiful kit. So those of you that like to buy kits, I cannot say enough good things about Luca S. Luca S is a fantastic company. And they do a good job of putting everything very nice and orderly, very neat together. And I got the hoop to go with it. So that is Little House in the Forest. And that's just so pretty. Just gorgeous colors. Oh, here's a good piece of fabric for the one that I just showed you. I got, picture this, plus 32 count Alchemy. And I also got, oh, I got two of them for some reason. You know what? How about a giveaway? So those are two separate pieces of Alchemy. Just gorgeous. I'll be doing fabric on the next video, on another video, but that would be a good one for the snow scene that I just showed you. Do I still have it here? I don't think I do. The snow scene that I just showed, that would be perfect because it's dark and the white would really show, especially this one because it looks a little darker. Picture this plus Alchemy. Here's a couple more charts. These are for giveaways. This was sent by a friend. This was sent to you guys. Cross stitch chart, Home for Christmas by Teresa Kogut. That's pretty. Okay, that's going to be a future giveaway. All Bundled Up by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. That snowman is so cute. That's another future giveaway. Winter Gatherings by With Thy Needle and Thread. That's pretty, a really pretty one. Here's one that I bought. This, you know, you guys know I love and I read almost every year The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And I got this one from the Primitive Hare. This came from Barefoot Needle Arts. And I love it. Now I do have one. Oh, it's right there. I can't reach it. It's called Bah Humbug. It's a finish that I did a couple years ago. I keep it up all year because it makes me laugh. But here's another Bah Humbug. I think that's great. So Scrooge and Marley, one of my favorite books of all time that I try and read every year. I read it last year. We'll see if I read it again. This is by the Primitive Hare. So fun. Okay, one last thing I'm going to show as far as new things that I bought from Fort Worth Fabric Studio is some fabric. You guys know that I finished my mat. My mat, I showed it in the last video, if not the video before, is a little English paper pieced mat that I put the little hexagons together, and I made a mat that I'm taking with me to the cross stitch retreats. Now my friend Beth is going to help me with the binding. I do know how to do it. I just don't, I want a refresher. It's been a long time, so I want someone to show me how to begin and end binding on a little quilt, a little mini quilt. So I'm taking that to North Carolina with me. It's actually on its way right now to Michelle. I mailed it to her so I could kind of reduce my load of things that I'm taking with me. So I mailed 2 boxes to Michelle, and it's on its way. Beth is going to help me put the binding on so I can remember, but I bought more fabric for future ones. So I really love this fabric. I think it's just so pretty. This says Meowgic, like magic, but Meowgic. Meowgical Night. It's all cats, I guess, by Michael Davis. I think that's what it says. Michael Davis. Let me see. Yes. And there's little pieces that are flying off of it. This is fun. It's all cats. So look at that cat. And I got it from Fort Worth. All different pieces of fabric that have cats on them. There's another. This is just really fun. Pumpkins. So I wouldn't mind making like a quilt out of this. I don't know. I think I have enough squares, but even purple. Isn't purple pretty? So this is, oh, I like this fabric. I love, oh, I lost it. Here it is. I like this one. I think that's pretty. So this is a fun pack. 10 karat crystals. And I got it off of Fort Worth Fabric Studio. Okay, let's talk about some plans before I leave. I am going to start Halloween Sampler with Michelle. We have it all kitted up, ready to go. I'll show it here. I believe it's by Crocetta A Go-Go, if I'm not mistaken. If it isn't, I'll put a picture here, but I think it's Crocetta A Go-Go. I'm going to start that with Michelle, and we already have our fabric. That's in the box, headed to North Carolina right now. So I'm going to start Halloween Sampler. I am going to finally pick a Noah's Ark project for the Noah's Ark Stitch Along. I just don't know what I want to pick, so help me out here. Which one did you like the best? I'm leaning towards the full coverage. I'm leaning towards the cooler designs. We'll see. I don't know yet. So I'm going to start that, Noah's Ark. I'm waiting for Witch's Hollow. Witch's Hollow in a PDF form. Right now it is available by Autumn Lane Stitchery in paper form. You guys know I use my iPad to stitch. So I'm waiting for the PDF of Witch's Hollow by Autumn Lane Stitchery. When that comes out, I'm starting it. So stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to have a lot of good stuff coming in the next video. Let's talk about giveaways. How about some charts? We haven't done charts in quite some time. We've done fabric, we've done thread. Let's do some charts. Now remember, a couple of things about my giveaways on my channel. You have to be 18. I'm going to ask you for your address if you win. You also need to tell me what city you're from or what state if you're in the United States. If you're in Australia, just say, I'm from Brisbane. I'm from New York. I'm from wherever, because I mentioned in the last video, I've got spammers. I will announce it in my next video. I do not announce it through comments. I'll write to you sometimes on comments if you ask me a question, but I will not announce giveaway winners. So if a spammer comes to you and says, hey, you want a giveaway, click this link. That's not me, and don't click the link. It's spam. And tell me where you're from. So let's show some charts. Okay, so giveaway number 1 is Ye Old Crow Sampler. I stitched this. I have it over here on my dresser. It was so much fun. This was sent to me by a viewer who decided they weren't going to stitch it after all. And it comes with the buttons. There's your buttons inside. So put crow. Your word is crow, or you can put number 1. Ye Old Crow Sampler. Number 2 giveaway, Grimm's Haunt by Plum Street. You're going to put haunt, H-A-U-N-T, or number 2. I'll put both of them in the search when I search it. This is a great chart for fall and Halloween and perfect timing. Giveaway number 3 is a little kit. It's got fabric with it. There's something on the outside. It's got fabric with it. It's just a little kit. I haven't looked at it inside. This was given to me by a viewer. Okay, there's no marks on the kit at all. And how cute is that? It comes with the fabric. Spooky silhouette. So put number 3, or you can put the word spooky. I'll search by both. Next one is a hard one to find, and I have 3 of them. 3 winners are going to receive the Bobby G Design chart. And I cannot thank you guys enough for sending this to me. I had shown this as a finish. I'll show it in my next video. I did this chart. I had a lot of responses. People really like this, but the chart comes and goes. Sometimes I see it on 1, 2, 3 stitch. Sometimes I don't. So 3 winners. I have 3 charts. If you're interested and you're going to stitch it, do not sell it. This is for someone that really, really wants to stitch it. I want to give it to someone who would appreciate it. And I am on the sites of people that sell things, so I'm asking you to please just put in for this if you're interested in stitching it. Bobby G Designs, let's go trick-or-treating. Your word is number 4. This is number 4. Actually, it's 4, 5, and 6 because I've got 3 winners for this. Let's do a word instead. How about trick-or-treat? If you're interested in this chart, put I'm interested in the trick-or-treat chart. You can put 4, 5, and 6 if you want, because I'm going to put them all in the search feature because I've got 3 charts, thanks to the people that sent them. Last but not least, I accidentally bought this twice, When Skeletons Dance by the Drawn Thread. This is fun. If you're interested in this, this is number 7. So number 7, giveaway, When Skeletons Dance, your keyword, skeleton. So you can put either number 7 or skeleton. I'll use both. This is by the Drawn Thread. It says, when skeletons dance and ghosts make merry, when pumpkins are carved, when black cats are scary, when witches go riding, when goblins are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. That is so fun. This I have kitted up. I plan on starting it too. So that's your last giveaway. It's a chart giveaway parade. Here's another one. You know what? Let's do one more. Number 8. If the pumpkin fits, your keyword will be pumpkin. This is another one that was given to me as a giveaway. It's just a small little chart. If the pumpkin fits. So let me just double check. I always try and make sure there's no marks or anything on the chart. It does come with buttons. So there's little buttons included. That is so cute. That is just adorable. And so your keyword is pumpkin. Or number 8, did I say? Number 9? I can't remember. Put pumpkins. Let's do pumpkin for this one. And if you put pumpkins with an S or pumpkin, I'll put both. Okay, those are your giveaways. Put in for all of them if you want. Put in for the ones that you want to stitch. Most importantly, because this is my gift to you. This is me giving you something to stitch that you may not be able to get a hold of, or maybe you might not be able to find. I'm excited to send these to you. And again, thank you for the Buy Me a Coffees, because it does help me with shipping. But most of all, it's a lot of these I bought myself to give to you. Fabric, I always try and buy fabric for you guys. So the link is down below in my notes. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching my channel. Put in for the giveaways. Don't forget to put where you're from. And that's it. Thanks for joining me. I will not see you until the end of October. Unfortunately, I am going to be gone for 3.5 weeks. So I will see you when I get back. Thanks everybody for watching.